Tell 5 investigates the federal investigation into the Karen Read case, and the death of John O'Keefe is now over, and no charges will be filed against police or investigators. Read has long claimed that she's the victim of a cover-up orchestrated by police and prosecutors. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ben Simoneau.
And I'm Erica Tarantel. Our David Bieniek is live at the courthouse in Dedham with the breaking information. David.
Erica, good evening. This news will definitely come as a blow to Karen Read and her supporters, who have long hoped that this federal investigation would expose what they see as an effort to frame her. With that case now closed, we know that that will not happen. Special Prosecutor Hank Brennan is expected to make the official announcement tomorrow about the closed federal case at a hearing here in Dedham, at which several other questions will also be answered.
The Commonwealth just provided the court with information that causes me grave concern.
The judge's concern is over the prosecution's claim that Karen Read's attorneys misrepresented 2 experts who testified for the defense during Read's first trial for the death of John O'Keefe.
You and I had never met?
That's correct.
You did not know who I was?
I did not.
So number one, what does the prosecution accuse the defense of doing? At last week's hearing, Special Prosecutor Hank Brennan produced documents which he said showed Read's lawyers had contact with those defense experts and which may have compromised their independence.
She's going to want to look at, is there something intentional here? Did they know? Should they have known that this was not accurate, if that is found to be true?
Number two, what's wrong if the defense did coordinate with the experts? Attorneys do prepare their experts for testimony all the time, but the law requires them to disclose that.
Because that indicates, did they have a bias? Were they working for one side or the other?
A bill from ARCA to the defense for $23,925.
Brennan presented a bill, but question number 3 is, did the defense ever pay that bill? Read's attorneys have said they did not.
This is what the judge has to determine tomorrow. Was there compensation for time for this witness to testify?
Now, at the end of last week's hearing, Hank Brennan did correct himself about how he had obtained this new information. How important is that fact, and what are the likely outcomes of tomorrow's hearing? We'll delve into that coming up tonight at 6. For now, live in Dedham, David Bieniek, WCVB News Center 5.
All right, Dave.